What's up, team? Back in Minneapolis, home from a weekend up north, and I have a video idea. I have something I want to talk about that is a concept I think about a lot in my life. It relates to fitness, it relates to business, it relates to being really good at any endeavor, and it's something that literally almost every person, 90 to 99%, somewhere in that range of human beings, struggle with and fail at. And that is that most people would rather appear to be good at something than actually be good at something. And it's fucking you up, and it's preventing growth, and it's keeping you limited, and it's keeping you like inside this bubble. It's keeping you safe. It's keeping your ego okay. It's keeping you it's not letting you fail, but it's not letting you go places. And literally in anything. If we think about someone who cares a lot about their perception, their status, how much money they have, there are people who are insolvent. So they literally don't have savings, and many have debt and have credit card debt and have really nice things, nice houses and nice cars and nice clothes and things where people are like, that dude is really crushing it. That girl is really crushing it. And literally are insolvent. There are people who will, to bring an example to the fitness community, there are dudes, and you're probably one of them, and I have been one of them in like the past for a long time. There are dudes who have never barbell bench pressed unless it was the first move of that training session. Okay, because if you do a barbell bench press like after you do heavy dumbbell incline presses, you're going to be able to barbell bench press less, and so you've never even ventured to it. Who have never done pause bench press, who have never done slow eccentric bench press, who have never done anything other than when you barbell bench press, you lift as much weight as you can because you know, I can do whatever. I can do 2 plates. I can do, you probably can't get in like the 3 or 4 plate range with that mindset, but you have your max and that's what you do. And maybe you can progress slowly. Like there are some training styles that allow you to like reverse pyramid train. I get that works, but you will never try anything else. You will never be afraid to look dumb or look weak or look whatever, even if that means you actually get better. It's back to in Nassim Taleb's book, it wasn't Black Swan, it was Fooled by Randomness. He talks about the survey where like 90% of people would rather, if they would rather make $50,000 a year and have their next door neighbor make $40,000 a year than make $80,000 a year and have their next door neighbor make $90,000. So if your neighbor's making more than you, I don't care if you're making like 70%, 80% more money. Those people, they just want to make more than their neighbor. They want to drive a nicer car. They want to be perceived as good rather than actually be good. And when you can drop that perception, when you can like drive the Toyota Camry or like not even have a car and bike and walk and do whatever while you're grinding and building up savings and actually investing in long-term you, when you can put your ego aside when it comes to strength training, when you can put your ego aside, just everything. You have to care about your opinion of yourself. Like you have to place how you feel about yourself and how you're actually performing higher than where you place what mom thinks, what dad thinks, what your older brother who you've always been competing with think, what your group of friends think, what your neighborhood thinks, what your teacher thinks, what your wife thinks, what your next door neighbor thinks, like anyone. If you care about your execution and your performance and your actions more than you care about what other people think of those, you're going to win. You're investing in long-term you. You're going to get better. You're going to fail. You're going to look dumb, but you're going to improve, and you're going to continue to improve. You're going to build momentum at improving. Like you're going to, you're just bringing the armor down the more you do it, because that becomes you. You become someone who cares about what you think of yourself. That's it. I think I've nailed the concept home. I don't need to drag on any longer. I think you get it. Leave a comment if you get it. I like comments. I like chatting. I read all my comments. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think it's super, super, super important. And by the way, I'm not perfect at it. I don't think anyone's perfect at it, but when you just care more about what you think of yourself than what other people think, you're going to win.